Today we're going to talk about Iran's global proxy network. To understand the conflicts in the Middle East, you have to understand one country, Iran. But Iran rarely fights its own wars directly. Instead, it has built a powerful weapon called the Axis of Resistance. This is a network of allied groups, militias, and political parties across the world. Think of them as Iran's long-distance arm. Tehran provides the money, the weapons, and the training, while these local groups do the fighting. Why does Iran do this? It started after the 1979 Islamic Revolution. The new leaders in Iran wanted to spread their ideology and hit back at enemies like the United States and Israel without risking a full-scale war that would destroy Iran itself. The other reason was that Iran wanted Israel and the United States of America not to achieve full dominance in the Middle East. The organization in charge of building this network is the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, specifically a branch called the Quds Force. The proxies, who are they and where are they? This network isn't just one group. It's a collection of different organizations spread across the Middle East and beyond. Here is where they are and what they do. Hezbollah, Lebanon. The crown jewel located in Lebanon, Hezbollah is Iran's most powerful and capable proxy. Formed in the 1980s, they have evolved into a hybrid force. They are a militia with tens of thousands of rockets aimed at Israel. But they also run a political party in Lebanon's government and provide social services like schools and hospitals. This makes them incredibly hard to destroy because they are woven into the fabric of the country. At their peak, they were believed to have up to 150,000 rockets and 100,000 fighters. The Houthis, the disruptors in Yemen. Iran supports the Houthi movement. They control large parts of the country, including the capital, Sana'a. Unlike Hezbollah, the Houthis operate in a failed state. They have used Iranian technology to develop sophisticated drones and missiles to attack shipping lanes in the Red Sea and targets in Saudi Arabia. They are less constrained by politics, making them unpredictable and aggressive. The Iraqi militias, the hybrid force in Iraq. It's messy. Iran backs several powerful Shia militias. Many are part of the Popular Mobilization Forces, or PMF, which are technical part of the Iraqi state army but act independently. The key groups are Katib Hezbollah, a separate group from the Lebanese one, in the Islamic resistance in Iraq. They regularly harass US bases in the American embassy in Baghdad with rockets and drones. How they fight? The weapons and tactics. So what are they using to fight? Iran has turned these groups into a technological threat. Hezbollah alone possesses an arsenal estimated between 100,000 and 150,000 rockets. These range from small unguided artillery rockets to precision-guided missiles that can hit specific buildings deep inside Israel. Iran has become a master of drone warfare. They supply their proxies with suicide drones, cheap, explosive-packed aircraft that can fly hundreds of miles to hit oil facilities, ships, or military bases. The Houthis in Yemen and the militias in Iraq use these constantly. Advanced weaponry. According to US intelligence, the IRGC supplies its proxies with advanced gear like air defense systems, coastal defense cruise missiles to attack ships, and explosively formed projectiles, a type of bomb that can pierce armored vehicles. Iran spends billions of dollars on this network every year. Estimates suggest up to $16 billion annually flow to these groups. This pays for the weapons, but also pays the salaries of the fighters and their families. How they are run? The chain of command. For a long time, experts believed that IRGC had a tight grip on these groups, controlling them like a puppeteer. But that picture is changing. The IRGC's Quds Force, led by commanders, would meet with proxy leaders. They would coordinate attacks, provide intelligence, and tell them when to escalate or hold back. Iran's shadow isn't just a castaway in the Middle East. It goes global against the United States of America and Israel. Africa, the new frontier. There is a silent front growing in Africa. Iranian operatives are active in countries like Uganda, Senegal, Chad, and Nigeria. What are they doing? They are recruiting locals to do reconnaissance on Israeli and Western targets. They use proxies of proxies, meaning they hire a local criminal who hires another local, so the trail of evidence doesn't lead back to Iran. If there is an American or an Israeli soldier, they are considered to be the main targets of Iranian militias. Location of US bases. The United States has at least 19 military installations in the Middle East, with 8 being permanent, super bases. These include in Qatar, Al Udaid Air Base, the largest air base in the region. In Bahrain, headquarters of the US 5th Fleet. In Kuwait, Camp Arif Jan and other facilities. In UAE, Al Dhafra Air Base. These bases are supposed to provide security to the host countries, but during the war with Iran, they became magnets for attack. Iranian-backed militias in Iraq and Syria fire rockets and drones at these bases constantly, dragging the host countries like Iraq and Qatar into the conflict. Experts call these bases risk sources rather than protection because they make the host nation a target. In short, Iran built all the proxies to protect Muslim people, Muslim Shias and Sunnis from Israel in the United States in their dangerous conspiracies in the Middle East and West Asia.